Anxious girl rides her bike to date her boyfriend. The accident left the girl completely disfigured. Looking at her disfigured face, she cried uncontrollably. Her companion took Elaine back to her home, facing the face of a monster in the mirror. She wept at the thought that her boyfriend was about to abandon her. Because of the loss of her teeth and the stitches in her face, she had no choice but to use a syringe to feed herself fluids when she ate. The red tomato juice was still flowing out of the corners of her mouth. One day, when she was full of anxiety, she overheard an advertisement for a plastic surgery hospital on the internet. Using advanced animal skin implant technology, it only takes 24 hours to make you look like a heavenly beauty. She had no choice but to hope for it. Her companion accompanied her to this plastic surgery hospital. When the doctor saw Elaine's face, he advised her to undergo plastic surgery immediately, claiming that it was his specialty. Thinking that she could become beautiful, the girl could only accept the surgery unconditionally. Then the doctors, dressed in blood-red scrubs, used a piece of cheap jelly on her. 2 hours later, the operation was successfully completed. The next morning, with a look of anticipation, she unwrapped the gauze. It was a miracle. It was beautiful. After plastic surgery, she turned into a beautiful woman. Her skin was so white and red, it was extraordinary. Her smile became so sweet as she looked at her stunning face. However, what was not good was that an inexplicable feeling of hunger came to her mind. She took out a plate of raw meat from the refrigerator and instantly ate the bloody meat like a savage, leaving no crumbs left. Not yet satisfied, she went to the swimming pool and saw a handsome man and bit his lips. Then the blood from the corner of the man's mouth dripped into the water. Unsatisfied with her bloodlust, she went to the street and saw a handsome man, and then she couldn't help but talk to him, and then she bit his neck. She then went to the doctor and explained her abnormalities over the past few days. The doctor advised her that she was hallucinating and prescribed her special nutritional supplements. The ugly duckling became a swan, and everyone looked at her differently. At night, she and her companions go to a bar to celebrate, but she runs into her boss again. Since Elaine's new look, her boss changes his attitude towards her and invites her back to work as a designer. Thinking that her boss values her talent so much, she drinks a few more glasses of wine and can't help but meet a handsome man. After entering the small room, the two of them went into a state of oblivion. Elaine scratched him directly with her fingers. The man stood up strangely. His blood and genes seemed to have mutated and he's as scary as a zombie. The infected people are foaming at the mouth and biting like rabid dogs. Elaine is a victim of the rabies virus. Bloodthirsty, she cuts open men's bellies without a second thought. The man who has cut open his belly goes into a frenzy, lifting the man in the air and eating him for lunch. The sight of man eating man scared everyone. All the men Elaine bites are infected. They were as bloodthirsty as zombies. The spread of the virus was so frantic that soon 380,000 people in the city were infected. Those bitten became insane, even bloodthirsty. Based on that condition, doctors concluded that it was a mutated form of rabies. Those who couldn't control it became the victims of a gunshot. The next day, Elaine found someone new. The strange sensation in her mouth was too much to handle. She rushed to the bathroom mirror. Oh my God, she had a row of fangs. Elaine had no choice but to say goodbye to her new lover. Late at night, Elaine was transformed into a monster with a big mouth. A passing gentleman approached her with concern. Elaine instantly stretched out countless tentacles, and in the next moment, she took the gentleman as a meal. The danger of rabies is incalculable. The next morning, when she woke up, everything seemed like a dream. She was skeptical and felt something was wrong. When she picked up the nutritional supplements the doctor had given her and drank them, she realized that they were filled with human blood. The doctor refuses to answer her calls, but today coincides with her own fashion show, where she helps her companion design trendy outfits and serves as the finale of the show. But as fate would have it, Elaine's bloodlust kicks in. A man passing by takes out his cell phone to take a picture. The next moment, a tentacle stabbed through the man's neck and sent him to hell in 3 seconds. At this moment, Elaine's boyfriend showed up and took care of the man, who didn't know what he was doing. Faced with the flying tentacles, his boyfriend calmly covered them with his clothes and then injected Elaine with a magical liquid. But when she wakes up, her brainwaves are already scrambled. The fashion show is about to kick off, but the models, who are her companions, are attacked by mutants on the road. It's finally time for her companion to make her debut. But in a frightening turn of events, the mutant companion begins to put on a show. The model walks slowly onto the stage. Suddenly, the scene started to get out of control. She jumped on the boss like a zombie. In an instant, the flesh of the boss's face was ripped off. The boyfriend protects Elaine. The man who was bitten was horribly mutated, but the guards were able to kill him in order to prevent the rabies virus from harming humans. The mutated model is also shot on the spot. The sensible boyfriend takes Elaine away from the scene and quickly helps her to the hospital. Faced with Elaine's overwhelming emotion, the doctor starts to make up beautiful lies and then closes the two of them in a secret underground room. When the boyfriend asks for the truth, the doctor suddenly pushes the control button and the boyfriend is instantly bathed in blood. The strong smell of blood forces Elaine to become bloodthirsty. The ugly doctor also lied to her that the only way to stay young is to suck human blood for years. The boyfriend has no choice but to back away from her. Then the devil's hand grabbed him from behind. My God, there are mutated monsters on the wall. The doctor stopped hiding and introduced the two to his ultimate work. Her wife was a test subject for a terminal illness. She was mutated to study the rabies virus, and she became what she is now. Elaine couldn't control her desire to suck blood any longer, and a large straw from her armpit was instantly pushed into her boyfriend's neck. Driven by her nature, she cuts off her tentacles, but her boyfriend is dead. Turning her grief into strength, Elaine stabs the doctor's wife without mercy. In order to prevent the doctor from obtaining the experimental subjects, Elaine bravely puts her own life to an end. For the sake of the rabies virus research, the doctor continued to do evil things against human nature. But then something unexpected happened. Elaine miraculously came back to life. This was possible because before she died, the doctors forcibly injected her with the rabies virus. From that moment on, Elaine would be an immortal subject for her research. The rabies virus will be a permanent threat to the human world. This is the 2019 Canadian horror movie Rabid. A woman is accidentally disfigured and goes to the hospital for plastic surgery, only to be injected with a rabies virus by a doctor and turned into a bloodthirsty monster. The virus spreads and she realizes something is wrong. Her boyfriend takes her to the hospital to ask the doctor for the truth, but she is locked up in a lab. A woman chooses herself after killing her boyfriend by mistake, but is saved by a doctor who turns her into an unkillable test subject. I am BullDog Movie. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.